Hi, it's Mark from Lanoguard here. This is a video to show you how you can get more out of your Lanoguard. Most people think that you can only use it under your car, but actually, if like me, you are really keen on not repairing things, don't want to replace things, want to look after things and keep the life and longevity in things, you'll find that you can use it on all sorts of things. Let's go and have a look around my house and I'll show you where I use it, give you some tips and ideas. So lawnmowers. Great use for them because the deck's rust, right? This is mine, bought from new about 13 years ago, and Lanoguarded. Look, you can see, look at that. I always keep Lanoguard on it, for the obvious reason. Most importantly, underneath, look at that baby. That's why that is, well, in great condition, and it's 13 or 14 years old. This is great. It's one of our very original Lanoguard tests. Wheelbarrows. Now I put Lanoguard all over it, and while I'm here, because you can, why not, eh? Top up. Let's just give it another one. This one, well, I didn't Lanoguard this, as you might imagine, and I just keep it really, because look, well, it's a bit holy. Yeah, poor little thing. Should have Lanoguarded that, eh? Just come back into the workshop here because this is a really good example. If you can see that, if you can see that, that's got Lanoguard all on it, because this is a little mini tiller rotavator that I use for my greenhouse garden area. And after I've finished, wash it off, and then of course I'd hang it up. It could sit there for months and they rust all the running gear, but not anymore because I sprayed it in Lanoguard about 5 months ago when I hung it back up again. You know, just putting it over this, why wouldn't you? You know, there you go, that's going to last another year rather than just dying like they always do. Just a few things that are here. Bikes, but putting a little bit of mutton cloth, look at that. It's such a fantastic, you don't want to be spraying it on there, but you can see almost immediately, number one, it gives it a nice clean shine. And number two, it's now got a waterproof resistance and a corrosion resistance layer. This I built about 6 months ago. That is a little job I needed to do, and I've now done. Putting it on there, I've been wanting to do that for ages. There we are. Window hinges, window working mechanisms. This is quite a new window, it's about 4 or 5 years old, but I've Lanoguarded it. And the reason is because that's the sea and salt air, and it's so irritating having hinges that rust away and rot, and they knacker the whole window slider mechanism. Yeah, I know some of you guys have got bikes as well, of course, like me. Usually I've got a road bike around, but I don't anymore. I've got rid of them all. I'll just spray a bit on a cloth, like so. And then, you know, you can use it sort of everywhere. Look, it's just about protecting and giving it a film of, you know, that's obviously dirt, but the Lanoguard will wipe that off a bit. Just to give it a protective coating, you know, on the shock absorbers here, look, you can see on the frame and nuts and bolts, just give it a protective coating as much as you wish. If like me, you've got children or grandchildren, you might have a trampoline. So I purposely, just because I'm curious, I did Lanoguard this, and I didn't Lanoguard that, or that, or that. So you can see, it's just an example of, I will Lanoguard that now, because I'm here. What else you can use it on? Especially if it's sat in your garden, why would you not do that? This is a really lovely little solar light, PIR light, comes in as I walk by it. But that screw they supply is not stainless steel, amazingly, on an outdoor light. So you put a tiny little bit of the Lanoguard grease on it. That's what I do. So I built a little electric car charge station here, 32 amps. Here is a connection box. You can see a great big armour coming in, and in fact there is some gear in there and down in the you know, in here, but I've used Lanoguard in because even though they're meant to be, you know, outdoor proof, they're not. I use this to protect the lock in here. I squirt a little bit in there and the face of it because it's constantly blowing in this area, and I put a little bit in the on the key, and every now and again, for a few months I'll do that once a year probably, and it stops it from corroding as it does sometimes and sticking. This padlock is very old, but actually looks really neat, and that's because I spray the combinations in the area, and then I wheel it around. It doesn't rust away. It's not really my place to say, but I'd love to use it on my neighbour's light fittings. Maybe I will. Look, there you go, straight over there. He won't know. Look at that, lovely. And if you'll indulge me in my crazy little pet project, my Aston Martin D2 tractor. Again, scratch test. Already coated, and I just coat it and leave it, knowing that it isn't going to be any worse. And this isn't mine, but this is a really good example of what happens if you don't Lanoguard stuff. Look at that by comparison to the springs I showed you of mine. So now I've shown you everything that I use it for around my home, using sort of leftover Lanoguard. I thought it was an opportunity to also show you that we have some other products in the range that you may or may not be aware of. We have the outdoor products, which here you see, easy outdoor rust protection and easy anti-corrosion spray, marine spray. They all have their subtle differences. For example, outdoor is lighter and thinner and has an antibacterial, antifungal property that enables it to be used on wood. The marine one has anti-marine growth properties, so it really helps to stop any marine growth if you're in the boating environment. It's useful to have a kind of different viscosities and different property runs according to what you're going to use it and where you live and what your life is.